What is up, guys and gals and guys? Space Unicorn here, bringing you some hot frag action. So today, guys, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing our final thoughts on Stella, giving her an official grade, and talking about what needs to be changed with this character to make her balanced, whether that's a buff or a nerf. But before we get into the video, I need you to do a huge favor. I need you to remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I genuinely appreciate all of your guys' wonderful support, and I cannot do it without your help. So if you guys could do me that favor, let's get in to the video.
Apocalypse.
Alrighty, guys, so here we go with Stella. Stella. As you guys may remember, she's from the planet Twinkle. She is very, very strong. She is Queen Unicorn's sister. She has homing stars that issue pretty high damage. That's just the beginning of this character and the character's potential as a whole. Honestly, this character is a lot of fun to play. You guys will notice, if you guys didn't see this past weekend, that I put a lot of time into Champion Series stuff and other items, just kind of trying to keep myself entertained in regards to this particular event. I was really having fun with this character. Whenever I say that, guys, I need to explain that Stella, to me, while I think that she is very, very strong, and I probably will not be running her as soon as the events end for the weekend, she is enjoyable to play. I know that sounds probably pretty weird, but I genuinely enjoy playing this character, and there's something to be said for that. Whenever you're having fun doing something, it makes the game as a whole just more enjoyable overall. Makes you want to play more, and you guys kind of saw that from, if you weren't watching the trophy counts and the weekend events, I really went in on some of them. Truthfully, I did, and I know I did, but that was because I was having fun. And the thing is, like, while I understand people may not like a card, and trust me, this is one of those cards that I agree that it's way too strong, but at the same time, it was so fresh and different from the other cards in the game that I wanted to play her. I enjoyed playing her because it gave me something to want to master again, and I haven't had that in Frag in a very long time. If you guys remember, the last time I really wanted to master anything in Frag, that was early Season 1's area, back whenever I was really grinding, like whenever I was playing my tournaments and everything. That was what wanting to master something looked like. Now, I haven't had that for a long time, and for me, Stella gave me something to want to do that with again. There's something to be said for that. Now, with that being said, let me digress here by saying she is OP. This is the first true OP card that Frag has had in a very long time. I know a lot of people scream OP at little things. This character is genuinely OP, and you guys can kind of see what I mean now whenever I say OP and what's actually OP. And you'll understand a little bit as to why I don't like that word getting thrown around, because cards have a specific, how do I want to put this, feel to them whenever they're truly OP, you know? And this is kind of the first card for a lot of you new players that actually meets the credentials for this. Truthfully. But as I stated, she is way too strong, and Frag would be best off to put a leash on this character, for lack of a better term, because she is going to cause chaos in the current meta and things that are going on. It's okay to have a meta-changing character. It's not okay for a game to be able to be dictated by a character. And that's just kind of what we're seeing here, is that this game, the way the game is currently set up, it can't handle a character like Stella. Yeah, there's a few good counters for her, but it's not, there's nothing that's really going to truly stop her. The biggest thing that's going to stop her is a guy who wants to sit back there and play defense with a Megalodon or a Sejeki-chan. These are the cards that are really going to do anything against her, and that's just the simple truth. Now, with that being said, we're going to get into the topic of nerfing a character. How do you nerf a character? and what should they do to this character. Now, I want to pause that and state this. They have to be really careful with how they nerf this character. Because the playstyle is unique to this character, there's realistically no other character that plays like her. Because that is unique playstyle, if you nerf her too much, you take away the availability to progress upon this character. So you kind of have to understand that by nerfing her, which I do agree that she needs, it has to be done correctly and they have to be careful. This character opens up a doorway for them to create new characters who have totally different feels to them than the previous 87 characters. And that's a huge opportunity for Frag. So they have to be careful with how they're going to nerf her. What I would do to nerf this character is I'd probably make the homing effect either... Well, I'm going to probably do two things. First thing I'm going to do is limit the homing effect on the primary fire. Realistically, I'd probably put a cap on... I'd probably shorten the range to which those stars are going to track you. I think that would help this a lot. I also think that you need to reduce the damage on the homing stars. Not the primary, the homing stars. The primary weapon damage is actually really, really good, but it's not overpowered and it's not out of turn for other characters in the game that are also capable of putting up those huge damage numbers. The homing stars, however, whenever you combine them together, add up to a crap ton of damage. And that's kind of what people are experiencing right now, is the people that took the time to get really good with her are benefiting from that availability of those extra damage. I mean, how many times, all the people that played me this weekend are going to be like, oh, yeah, positioning. That's the truth. And it's something that they got to be careful with. So that is how I would personally nerf this character. I do think that would make her feel more manageable. Now, the other thing that I need to address with this character that would be useful to somebody trying to nerf her is the ultimate ability. The ultimate ability duration needs to be reduced. Now, I'm thinking the frag power. The frag power is really, really strong. There really isn't any workaround for that. But I think that they can make it more manageable. Perhaps a slower... Don't want to go crazy with this, by the way. If you go crazy, you kill her playstyle, and that's not what you want to do. But I do think that if you reduce either the speed of the flight or the duration of the flight, or the duration of the flight, you'll make the flight more manageable for characters as a whole. That is kind of where you kind of have to go in order to nerf this character and be successful with nerfing this character. You can't go overboard, though, guys. I know everyone's screaming, nerfer, nerfer, nerfer. You cannot go overboard with the nerf. You have to find that happy median in order to make this character balanced, but still playable. Like I said, this card has a fun feel to it, something that the other cards in Frag have not had for me for a very long time. Playstyle is completely unique, which is amazing because Frag needed that freshness. And like I said, it made me actually want to grind Frag again, and I did this weekend. I put up 30,000 trophies in 2 days. 30,000 trophies, second in weekend series, second in champion series, because I was having fun, and they needed that, guys. So, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you legends next time. Bye-bye.